So we live our lives thinking it is more important to be happy later than now. Most of us are with our attention always on our thoughts without even realizing it, because it has become the default state. We regret what we did in the past and worry about what will happen to us in the future, not knowing that ultimately life is always and forever happening now. I can tell you one thing for sure: as long as we identify with our thoughts, we will seek our happiness outside of us. We'll listen to people who tell us that we can find happiness in form of products, states, retreats, etc., etc., not knowing that we are happiness at any given moment. It's like wearing your glasses and looking for them thinking you lost them. Our thoughts are by definition not able to grasp the now and be in the moment. Thoughts are, without exception, either remembering the past or projecting a so-called self into the future. Yet thoughts are not the problem here, but the identification as our thoughts is a huge problem that makes us seem like we suffer. Who are you when you don't think of yourself? Have you ever thought about that? Endless books have been written about how to become happy, how to live in the now, how we get rid of our thoughts, and how to become happy later, for which none of them address the real issue, because they never question the true cause for the suffering that we go through almost every day. Everywhere you look and listen to, people tell us that if we use product X or Y, we will be happy in the future. If you get this insurance, we can sleep in peace at night. If you buy this vacation, then we will be happy. But does anybody ever sell you something to become happy now? Why does everyone always promise you a better future but not a better now? Where's the catch? After telling us for so many times, and after experiencing so many times the pleasure and the seeking for new pleasures, we're still walking around trusting that this time our pleasure will last forever. Maybe it is time to have a real look at the structure of our true nature and stop running against the wall every day. Something feels very wrong in our lives deep down. Although there may be moments of great happiness and pleasure, but we're always seeking, always out there for more pleasure and more moments of happiness, trying to avoid the unpleasant moments, which are on the flip side of the coin of the pleasure. The seeking may be expressed in many forms, in form of building a reputation, progressing in your career, helping others, going on a spiritual path, waiting for salvation or enlightenment, and many more. But how can we stop seeking and experience true peace and joy in our lives, and stopping that seeking and that tries to jump from one pleasure to the next, being worried that it falls down into the unavoidable suffering? The good news is that our true nature is this peace and happiness. I don't ask you to believe what is said here, but maybe just let your mind entertain this for one moment and have a look for yourself right now. Don't believe anyone. Don't believe what your parents told you about your true nature, not your friends, your teachers, and some scientists. Look for yourself, not later, but now. Our conditioning and beliefs are so strong, and many times we even confuse them for reality. We will never be able to achieve peace and happiness because we are it. Isn't that beautiful? Even if we try not to be happy, we would still be happy. That's why when we relax, we feel good and not bad. Yet it is not about relaxing and trying to feel good, but seeing who we really are. Once we see who and what we truly are and what not, we realize that we can never not be in the moment, happy now. If that sounds crazy to your mind, but you feel intuitively, very deep down, there's something more behind this, then don't listen to your thoughts, but go after that intuition that tells you that there's more to life than what you think there is. With this, you realize that every moment is complete and perfect, does not need any improvement, and that the best location in the world is where you are right now, always.
Wonder